In 1983, the world came closer to nuclear war than almost anyone realizes. The Cold War was at its most dangerous point. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a tense standoff, each side armed with thousands of nuclear weapons, each fearing a surprise attack from the other. Both nations relied on early warning systems designed to detect incoming missiles, and both followed a terrifying doctrine known as launch on warning. If an attack was detected, retaliation would begin immediately. There would be no time to confirm, no room for mistakes. On September 26, 1983, shortly after midnight, that system was put to the test. Deep inside a secret Soviet bunker near Moscow, alarms suddenly blared. Warning lights flashed across control panels. Computer screens displayed an unthinkable message. The system reported that the United States had launched a nuclear missile. Then another, then another. 5 intercontinental ballistic missiles appeared to be heading toward the Soviet Union. According to protocol, this was the moment when the information had to be reported to Soviet leadership. Within minutes, a massive nuclear counterstrike would likely be launched. World War III would begin, not by decision, but by reaction. The man on duty that night was Lieutenant Colonel Stanislav Petrov. Petrov was not a politician or a general. He was an engineer, trained to understand how systems work and how they fail. His responsibility was clear. If the warning was real, he had to report it immediately. But as he stared at the screen, something didn't make sense. If the United States were launching a nuclear war, why only 5 missiles? Why not hundreds? The early warning system was new and untested. It had never been used in real combat conditions. Petrov realized the computer could be wrong. Reporting a false alarm could end his career. Ignoring a real attack could cost his country everything. But reporting the alert as real could end the world. Against military protocol, against his training, and against direct orders, Stanislav Petrov made a decision. He reported the alert as a false alarm. Then he waited. Minutes passed. No missiles struck, no explosions followed, no nuclear retaliation was launched. Later, investigators discovered the truth. The satellite system had malfunctioned. Sunlight reflecting off high-altitude clouds had been misinterpreted as missile launches. A technical error almost triggered global nuclear war. Petrov was not celebrated. He was criticized for failing to follow procedure. The incident was classified, and his actions remained hidden for years. He left the military quietly and lived in obscurity. Decades later, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, the world finally learned what had happened. Petrov received international recognition, but long after the moment had passed. When asked why he trusted his judgment,